Namaskar and welcome back to another episode of Unlocking Stars with Abhishek, a series on Brihat Parashar Hora Shastra. Brihat Parashar Hora Shastra is one of the finest scripture available on Vedic astrology. In the previous episode, we were doing verses related to Purnayu. In the present episode, we will be doing verse number 74 to 78. These verses are related with those combinations that indicate short Ayu. So, in order to enlighten us and give us more insight on these verses, we have with us our extra expert, Abhishek. Welcome, Abhishek.
You.
So, Abhishek will be helping us explore more about these verses, what is hidden in them. So, over to you.
Thank you very much. Once again, many thanks to Guru Parampara, Vande Guru Paramparam, the great divine revelations, great divine wisdom encapsulated in these verses, in these mystical verses. It seems like descending down from the abstract consciousness, none other than Lord Shiva, to Mahaguru through Maitre to us. That's a great blessings on entire whole human beings in general and astrological communities, Devagyas communities in particular. Mahaguru Maharshi Parasar, in today's episode, as you said, from verse number 74 to 78, he is today now revealing the facts, revealing the celestial combinations related to the Alpa Aayu. So he is going to reveal Alpa Aayu Yoga through the five verses, these five verses. It's very important to understand the background. If I take you to our parampara in the Vedas, in Athar Ved, about the longevity, wisdom related to longevity is scattered here and there. But I'm just taking you to some of the scriptural references. So, Athar Veda, hymns number 1967. How our mantra drashta receives blessing. Jivem sardah satam. 100 atoms may be leave. That is the desire. So at least 100 atoms we see. So this concept, the concept of longevity is a dirghayu in the Vedas. Rarely talked about the Bala Aristo, something like that. Very rare. The short Ayu, the Alpa Aayu, that is not Vedic concept, that is the Puranic concept. The short Ayu is a Puranic concept, especially for the Kali Yuga. And that short Ayu, Mahaguru is going to discuss today with the Maitre. In some of the Puranas also, even in Upanishad also, for example, in Srimad Bhagavatam, the second chapter of 12th Khanda, talking about the Alpa Aayu. So Alpa Aayu, only due to in this yuga, degradation of the human values, that is the main reason. Increase of the materialistic pursuits, that is the main reason. And these main reasons are shortening the human lifespan, especially in this yoga. Those things are coming up. That's why our Acharya said, I'm just going to recall once again how karma theory is integrated in it. Ye paap lubdhas chaurascha देव ब्राह्मण निंदकः परदारता ये च ये काले paranam bhave. In Mansagari, the focus on the greed, materialistic pursuits, bad characters leading to the short life. Our Shastra saying these things. Now Mahaguru is give the celestial combinations for this one. Before entering into the Mahaguru Parashara Mahakathan, as usual, we go and bow down to Sri Mahadev. Let's pray Sri Mahadev. सप्ततत्त्वं न जानामि कीदृश्योऽसि महेश्वर यादृश्योऽसि महादेव तादृश्याय नमो नमः. जय गुरुदेव. हर हर महादेव. हर हर महादेव. A lot of discussion happened with the Yamaraj and Nachiketa when we go to the Upanishad about this Ayu. When Yamaraj said, I will give you that much of longevity, then how Nachiketa spoke, he came up and he said, that is also materialistic. I want the liberation. I want the knowledge, the moksha. So a lot of discussion in our Shastra related to the Ayu, this longevity, this Ayurveda. So let's emerge in the verse first. That is the Alpa Aayu Yoga. The first verse of the Alpa Aayu Yoga. Atha Alpayur Yoga Sahajadhisa Bhuputrau Dau Randre Sasanisharau Astau Vapap Drigyuktau Swalpam Ayu Prayachata. Now Mahaguru Maharishi Parashara is saying, third Lord and the Mangal Dev. He is again building a pair. The first pair is third Lord and Mangal Dev. You know the Mangal Dev, Mars is the Karak of the third house also. So here, third Lord and Mangal Dev is the first pair. And then run the race, Earth Lord and Sunny Dev. That is the second pair. So you got two pair. You know Sunny Dev is the natural Karak of the Earth house. So natural Karak of the third house, Mangal Dev, one pair. Third Lord and Mangal Dev. Natural Karak of Earth house, Sunny Dev. So one pair is Earth Lord and Sunny Dev. So we have to build these two pairs. Now you got these two pairs and you find the first pair, both the planets, third Lord and Mangal Dev is Ast, combust. Or in second pair, Earth Lord and Sunny Dev, Ast, combust. Or Asto Va means or, Ya. Pap Drig Yuktau. So if they are conjunct or aspected by the Papi planet at the same time, you have to treat them the two pairs. The first pair, third Lord and Mangal Dev, aspected or conjunct with the Papi planet, malefic. Or second pair, Earth Lord and Sunny Dev, conjunct with the malefic planets or aspected by malefic planet. Either this is happening or both the pairs, they are combust. That is the case of Alpa Aayu, Mahaguru Maharshi Parashara directing Maitreya. This is the case of Alpa Aayu. For these combination, you can understand in this manner how Mahaguru Maharshi Parashara invoking the Parakarma Bhav, third house, Lord of the third house, Lord of the third house. So third house is the earth from the earth. And earth house is already natural karak, the significations related to the ayus. So if these two pairs are being damaged, then definitely it is going to dramatically affect the longevity of a native. That's very fair to understand what Mahaguru is indicating. You have any doubt in it, or we can
So,
go?
in this case, Maharshiji has given two pairs. So both the pairs have to be combust, or either of the two has to be combust.
Either
And
or.
in that, both, I mean, 8th Lord as well as Saturn and Mars as well as 3rd Lord, both has to be combust. That is the condition.
No, condition is you have to make two pairs. First pair is third Lord and Mangaldev. So
Yes.
first pair is combust. Third Lord is combust, Mangaldev is combust.
Both are combust.
Both are combust. Or third Lord is conjunct or aspected with the malefic, and at the same time Mangaldev is combust and aspected by malefic. Or the second pair, the same thing with the second pair. Second pair is 8th Lord and Shanidev. So not both pair together. If together it is happening, then that's the intensity is very high. So definitely it's Alpa Aayu.
So one pair has to be combust, but there is an option between what I am understanding. There is an option between combust and malefic. Means it has to be either combust or it has to be association with malefic. I mean both together. You are saying both should be together, means they should be combust as well as association with the malefic.
I'm not saying that one. First variant is combustion. First variant is combustion.
Combustion. Okay.
So first variant is combustion. Second variant is PSC with the malefic. There are two variations, two variant, two pairs and two variants.
Two variants. So anything can be out of the 4 combinations, anything, if it is there, then short life is there.
Four combinations, there are only 2 variants. So there are 2 pairs.
And 2 variants.
2 variants. Clear now?
Yes.
Now in the next verse, Mahaguru is coming in. Before going to next verse, try to understand why Mahaguru, what is the reason, why it might be a reason, because these are abstract principles. So exact reason only Mahaguru knows and Mahadev knows. But try to understand, and that will develop the analytical power. And that analytical power, I call it predictive intelligence. So think, contemplate on the verses. That's very important. That's why, the Parakarma Bhav, he is invoking the third house and third Lord also with the Mangal. Because to be alive, you have to be courageous. That's a basic law of nature. Now, next verse. Saste astame veye va api lagne se pap sanyukte swa Alpa Aayurna Patyo Va Subhadrigayo Varjite. Now, what is happening with the Lagnes? The most important character of any chart, Lagnes. So Lagnes is with the malefic. So Lagnes is with the malefic in Trik house. The problem is coming. So 6 at 12. Saste Astame Vyaye. Sast 6, Astame 8, and Vyay means 12. So Lagnes is sitting in the 6, 8, and 12 house, Trik houses, and with malefic. So condition of Lagnes is very bad in this case. So he is saying Swapayurna Patyo. He is talking about the Santan, the offspring. And one thing also, if there is no benefic aspect on it, if any benefic aspect is coming, there is some savior is there. But here the Lagnes is totally exposed. No benefic aspect, no protection is coming also to Lagnes. Then either this native might devoid of progeny or Alpa Aayu. That is happening. If you think at the deeper, subtle level, you can understand the continuity, the progeny. That is also giving the continuity. That is also linked with some sort of longevity at the subtlest level. So the divide of offspring is giving that flavor actually. Loss of life and loss of dividement of offspring, the same thing. That's why our Shastras are saying like that. Having offspring is the only purpose of Grihastha ashram. Every ashram, all the 4 ashram got a purpose. That's why if you go and check the Grih Sutra, then Grih Sutra is talking these things.
So in this verse, if the ascendant is present in the 6th, 8th, and 12th house, but it is not having any malefic influence, or it is not conjunct with the malefic planet, in that case, this will not be having any, I mean, it will not result in short life.
Through
Or
the it's a good question, because we can make up a lot of permutation and combination. That is beauty of this science. So what you are saying here through these verse, Mahaguru Maharshi Parashar, for sake of teaching, make Lagna very weak. How can you make Lagna very, very weak? Put Lagna in the Trik house and put some malefics with them, and there is no protection at all, no benefic aspects. So condition of Lagna is terrible. But what you are saying, the condition is little bit better. So condition is little bit better. So in that case, we have to check the other astrological parameters, and it depends upon case by case basis. There is no fixed answer. Every chart is unique. So how, like you are saying, Lagnes is in the Trik, but no conjunction of the malefic. So condition is little bit better than this condition. So case by case basis, you can check that one. The strength you can check. Other divisional chart you can go. The quantitative techniques we have, you can check like that. So many techniques available, and all the techniques you have to apply at the same time. That is the prerequisite of that is the qualification of the Vakya to do the analysis. So how many technique you should apply? That might be a question, and the beginners are generally asking this question. So the answer, very simple answer is, how many number of techniques you know, you apply them. If you know the 10 techniques, you apply 10. You know 100, then apply 100. That will give the teeth to your prediction, your predictive instinct. It's not like that you are knowing 10 techniques and you are applying one. You know you are knowing 10, apply 10. Then check the accuracy. So your answer for your question is like the intensity, improving the intensity, but what gonna happen subject to other astrological parameters to be checked. Otherwise, this verse is very easy to understand at the gross level. Condition of Lagna is very big. Lagna is not able to sustain. For any chart, for any native, Lagna has to be, in general, strong. If Lagna is strong, then he can fight with the odds. If Lagna will get support from benefics, then he will get the support and fight from the odds. So here Lagna is very bad, in a very bad shape, very bad condition. So he is not able to produce the generative power of the native is questionable here. And that the generative power, that is the Ayu. In Sanskrit or Hindi, the thing is like the word is coming Viryavan. So Viryavan, so Virya means sperm also. So how Sanskrit language is, how rich it is. It is, you can understand the connotation, the link with the how these are linking. So now you can understand this verse very easily. Now let's come next verse. Mahaguru is continuously blessing Maitreya. चतुष्टया गते पापे सुदृष्टि विवर्जिते बलहीने विलग्ने से स्व अल्प आयुर्बी निर्दिशये. So he is giving directive to Maitreya. You do the ades, palades for the Alpa Aayu. Understand, this is the case of Alpa Aayu. So here, Chatusthaya Gate, the 4 houses, the Vishnu Asthan, the 1, 4, 7, and 10, he is talking the Kendra. Now that flavor is coming. Sabda, Shastra, Krit, Sramaha. So how he is playing with the words. So that ability is also qualification of astrologer. The being a very excellent linguist, that is also qualification of an astrologer. And Mahaguru is showing he is a leading by examples, giving examples how he is playing with the words. So how he is talking about the Kendra. So in Kendra, malefics are crowded there. Malefics, Kendra is the pillars of life, and malefics are there. Not good for the longevity aspect. And there is no Subh Drishti at all. Subh Drishti Vivarjite. If something bad is happening, then at least if benefic aspect is coming, they controlling the damage. Here the malefics are free to do the damage in the Kendra. And further damage is coming up. In addition, Balhine Vilagne se, Lagnes is also very, very weak. So Lagnes is weak. Kendra is crowded by the malefics. There is no protection from any benefics. Then what will happen? Alpa Aayu. Any points to discuss at this juncture?
So here we are saying that all the angles are having malefic influences and they are devoid of the benefic influences. All, I mean,
In this verse,
all.
if you try to understand this verse, Mahaguru Maharshi Parasar is not specifically saying like that all the Kendra. He's saying the Kendra is being occupied with the malefics. So more malefic dominance, 2 Kendra, 3 Kendra, that is also, he is not saying like all the 4 Kendras. But there is a dominance of malefics in the Kendra. You can understand like that.
Mm.
And there is no benefic aspect on those malefics.
Okay.
So it's not very difficult to understand, and the Lagnes is very big. So I hope it's very clear to everybody. Now in the next verse, Mahaguru is coming up. Next verse. व्ययास्थरौ पाप संयुक्तो सुबुद्रिग योग विवर्जितौ स्व अल्पम आयुस्तदा गेयम निर्विंसिकम द्विजोत्तमम. He is saying, Hey Dvij Uttam, Hey Maitre, Hey great Brahman. Now he is picking up 2 houses, 2nd house and 12th house. Vyayat Dyortho, so 2nd house and 12th house basically. So 2nd house, 12th house, malefics are there. Malefics are sitting over there. You know, malefics are sitting in 12th, 2nd house, the full aspect on the Ayur Bhav, 8th house. And the malefics are sitting in the 12th house, in the house of hospital, in the house of chronic disease. So any protection is also not coming from any benefic planets also on them. Subhadrig Yoga Vivarjita. So malefics are damaging these 2 strategic area. So in this case, what will happen? Alpa Aayu. That is a combination of Alpa Aayu. So these verses, Mahaguru Maharshi Parasar revealed after doing the mathematical calculation. You do the mathematical calculation, and before doing the Falades, you do the analysis in line with these revelations. So here the main thing is 2nd house, the 2-8 axis basically, and the 12th house, the 12-6 axis. The 12-6 axis is increasing the disease and the chronic problems and hospitals and all health related issues. And the 2-8 axis.
Both 2nd and 12th house should have malefic planets there.
Both 2nd and 12th house malefic, and there is no benefic aspect.
No benefic aspect.
No protection from benefics. These verses, I'm saying time and again, these verses are, you know, it's very easy to recite, but very hard to apply. Practice is the key. When you go with the live chart, then a lot of these combinations are there. Then how much influence is coming from which planet, and then you have to superimpose everything, then come up with the resultant. Now in the last verse, Mahaguru Maharshi Parasara, this is the last verse of in fact of this chapter. Let's come. Lagnarandre sayorevam dussastor balhinayo Swalpa Ayur Buddhairgeyam Misriyogacha Madhyam. So now think about Lagnesh and Ashtamesh once again. These two very important characters for Ayur Vichar. Lagnesh is the native himself, and Ashtamesh is the portfolio manager for his Ayus, the key master for the Ayu. So Lagnesh and Ashtamesh, if both are combust or debilitate, combust or debilitate, or they are balheen, nirbal, dus asthayor balhinayo. So if this is the condition, then Alpa Aayu will come. If there is a mixed thing, the mixture is there, then Madhyam Aayu, that is, the go to the next bracket. That we understand. That we understand. So this is the last verse. Before closing this chapter, I would like to remind and give importance to the karma theory. And I would like to recall one verse from the Mahabharata, what our Shastra is saying. Because we are going by these combinations, planets are affecting our life, and the cosmic dance is happening all the time. Nakshatras are playing a role in our life, that is correct. But karma is important. What Mahabharata said, Kevalam graha nakshatram nakaroti subhasubham sarvatma kritam karma lokvado grahaiti. That is declaration of our Mahabharata. So don't be like this planet and these nakshatras. You do karma. That is also influenced by these planets and celestial and cosmic patterns also, but focus on the karma. That's very important. Time and again we are reminding, because even you can change your longevity brackets through your sadkarmas. So on this positive note, I would like to close this great chapter. Thank you.
So friends, that's all for today. If you have any questions, feedback and suggestions, you can write to us in the comment section. In the next episode, we will start with a new chapter. So thanks for listening to us and watching us. Thank you, Abhishek.
Thank you very much. That was really a great chapter. And the next chapter, one thought is flowing. There is no breakage. So Mahaguru is not picking any random subjects. He is really blessing. So he's doing the Ayur Vichar, and now he came up to the Alpa Aayu. Why this Alpa Aayu is happening? And we have started from the Atharva Ved, Jivet, Sardaha, Satatam. And then Kali Yuga is coming and degradation of values, and that's why we have reminded with the Mahabharata, the karma theory. So what are the reasons? Who is responsible for the leakage of this Ayu? Where this Ayu is going? Who are the agents? Mahaguru is dragging Maitre towards the Marak. So now Marak is coming into the consideration, and next Adhyay he will start, Marak Adhyay. In detail he will talk about the Marak Adhyay. And then when you combine with this Ayur Adhyay and Marak Adhyay and Arisht Adhyay and Arisht Bhanga and Bala Arisht, then you will get the real picture of the Ayu. That will come. Thank you. Jai Gurudev. Har Har Mahadev.